I decided to do a European mount on this last deer that I shot. So you can see there's a tag on it. I've tagged it, and the arrow or bolt that I used to kill it, it's an 8-pointer, and I'm going to hang that most likely on the front of the ice shack. I think that's where I want it. My wife says it's crazy to have a deer antlers rack on a fishing shack, but hey, it's mine. I can do what I want with it. Hey folks, it's Greg. You're watching Greg's Country Cabin Outdoors. Hope you're having a great day. It's a blustery day at the cabin, and I knew I was going to have more problems with the ice shack. So I went down first thing this morning and checked, and sure enough it had pulled off one of the poles already. So I grabbed a 100-foot cable that I had and tied it to an eye bolt that I had mounted on the ice shack platform, and took it across to the shoreline and tied it to a tree. And I was glad I did, because it pulled off of that second pole as well, and it was drifting about 50 feet from where it was supposed to be. But anyway, I went ahead and pulled it into shore, and you'll see I'm gonna make some changes. It's gonna take a little time, but hey, promises to be a better weekend next weekend. Maybe I'll have a camp video next weekend. Well, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. This weekend I was supposed to get my ice shack anchored right out there where those two poles are standing up, and that's where the ice shack originally was. I was going to move it over there where that pole is standing up, but I had problems. Fortunately, I got out here this morning and tied my ice shack off to this tree with that cable. So you can't see it very well, but it's over there, right there. It's tied on, it's floating, but I'm going to have to retrieve it. I'm going to move it in here. I'm going to put it right here in this space right here, where it's only a little ways from the shore, which is not what I wanted. I wanted it out a lot deeper, but it's got to be what it is. So anyway, life goes on. Well, it took a little pulling on the cable, but I got it drug up to the shore. I'm still only going to be about 20 feet out here from the shore when I anchor it, but I'm using these 1.25 inch galvanized plumbing pipes that are much more rigid. I'll drive them into the ground a good 3 feet once I harvest my post driver, which is underneath that post out there. I've got a magnet ordered to pull that up with, and I'll get this staked off. I'll put one post in that ring right there, and then I'll put another post out here, and I'll have a rigid setup so that it can slide up and down, but it won't flex. So that keep that corner solid, and then I can come around here and put another one in there doing the same thing. That'll give me three points and a good way for it to float up and down. It'll change my view a lot, but hey, can't always have everything you want. There's those two poles that it was originally on, and they did kind of scratch up the side a little bit. I don't know if you can see that or not, but they scratched it up a little bit. But anyway, that's my plan. Get this thing set in here as a floating cabin, camp, whatever, and eventually do some ice fishing out of it. This is Greg. You've been watching Greg's Country Cabin Outdoors. Hope you enjoyed this little video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.